Oh, I am sitting here not doing what I should be doing right now. Nova, I actually just sent you an email, buddy. British Crumpets, what's up? Yeah, I am sitting here not doing what I should be doing, which is redesigning the studio. And I was like, you know what? Before I tear the computer apart, I might as well do a little short stream and just see what's going on with everybody, because wasn't stream whatever over. VR Frontier, that's kind of the joke. So it was originally, I mean, it wasn't even a thing. It was just I randomly streamed, and then I kept doing it for a couple days, and then people were like, oh, make it a stream week. And then I didn't plan on that happening, but it did. And then people were like, oh, is it going to be a stream fortnight? Which I think technically we hit a fortnight 1 or 2 days ago. And now I'm just like, hey, Modern Reno, what's up? Cave of 27 going for 15. I think this is number 15. I think. I could be wrong. And so I just kept it going. And then today I was thinking about how the podcast is tonight, and I was like, man, I'm gonna be busy because I'm trying to finish ripping apart the studio and redoing it to make for some more space. But I got a bunch of work done upstairs, and then I started some work down here, and then I was like, man, I just want to take a break from this. So I was like, now I was just like, I'll just take a little break. I'll just chat for a half hour or so, see what's going on with everybody. VR Frontier, why does it keep blocking your chats? Why do I have to keep approving them? Did you get in some trouble that I don't know about? Let me know if the music is too loud or too quiet out there. Legendary Memes, boys, I'm terribly sorry. I've been shot in a mugging and I'm in critical conditions. The last stream, well, Legendary Memes, I am so appreciative that you came here for your very last stream ever that you're going to see. Thank you for coming to hang out. You were researching ERP? What did you learn, Nova? Teach us all something. It is happening with grape juice too. Frontier, you must have gotten in some trouble. I'm gonna move my mic. Sorry if this is noisy. Frontier, you must have gotten in some trouble then if it's doing this to you on a couple chats. What did you chat that you weren't supposed to? Are you being bad? I'm doing my chat window a weird way and I want to fix it. Maybe I can split it onto this screen. Yeah, this is weird. I've got it split across the split screens. YouTube wants to cancel me because I'm too good. There's a point. Okay, what did he say? Oh boy, Herb is weird, bro. It's interesting. LMAO. Well, I guess he's not going to teach us anything. K27 is tisking because of the trouble VR Frontier got into, I think. So Frontier, you, me, and Coids now, we're all kind of having issues. Something that I did learn that I'm trying to keep my upload schedule better with. Apparently, if you, I don't know if this counts live streams, but I'm guessing it does. Apparently, if you upload 3 times in 24 hours, YouTube will stop notifying your subscribers until you run the next 24 hours, or basically whenever the first one was. You have to get past all that before it'll tell them again, because it's trying not to spam them. And so what keeps happening, since I know I'm not sure if you're a daily uploader, but with daily uploads and then live streams and then other stuff, you end up possibly going over that 3, and then you end up not, it ends up not telling anybody. So you put out one of your videos that you thought were going to be a good one, and then it doesn't tell a single subscriber. So the only people that find it or know about it are the ones on the Discord who see the notification there, or if someone searched exactly that, they might find it. But most likely, one of my mic reviews that I did, I mean, because it got only the Discord and only that, it got 70 or 80 views, which is still not bad. But when people go and search for a mic review, if they see someone's reviewed it with 500 views, someone's reviewed it with 1,000 views, and someone's reviewed it with 70, they're not going to click on the 70. So it just buries you. Erp is erotic role. Oh, I thought you were talking about the thing people say, erotic roleplay. Okay, this is getting weird. Nova, you were watching what's her name's videos, weren't you? Because her biggest video is about that, and so that's why you were doing this research. He's fangirling over Fia, the girl that appeared on our podcast. You'd so gold, Legendary Beams. I'm sorry to hear that. You'll be remembered as a gamer in the YouTube community. Yes, Legendary Memes, you will not be forgotten. Nunio, I gotta go for a second. I found a random Discord guide that was just, oh gosh. Yep, go report that, Nunio. Have fun, buddy. Dominic, what's up? We're just hanging out, chatting. I'm seriously procrastinating the work I should be doing behind me. I guess I can kind of show you that here. Let me see. This is not going to be, you're not really going to be able to see this very well, but So behind me, what you see there is the green screen. So the way the room is set, oh, let me move this up here. So the way the room is set, I keep stopping because I keep messing up clicking on this. Adam, Adam's procrastinating his work too. So the way the room is set, it's lengthwise. I have my desk here in the middle, and then the green screen's all behind me. Well, what I want to do is I want to move the desk to one wall, the green screen to another, to kind of make for more space. Because what I'm finding is I keep coming over and punching my microphone and getting closer to my desk than I want to. And then there's a big roll of foam over there that I'm going to need to put up probably when I move things around. So I should be tearing the green screen off the wall right now and moving things around, but I am just not feeling it. I will be soon. I swear I'm going to get this done today because I've been putting this off. Oh. Keep messing up my stream here. Okay. What all did I miss while I was talking about that? Procrastination. We're all procrastinating, apparently, man. We were just a bad bunch. Nova says, actually, that wasn't the reason I joined a VR chat world and some dude had a naked avatar. Yeah, if it's a public world, they're not supposed to be allowed to do that. But if you go to a private world, I think then it's okay. But if you're in a public world, they should be reported because they shouldn't be in public. Wait, Dominic says, my friend joined Soar Clan. I don't know who that is, but I'm guessing that's a gaming clan, so that's pretty cool. VR Frontier. Wait, I'm procrastinating while watching someone that is also procrastinating. This is the right kind of procrastinating. Dominic, I bought a pre-built because I have a buddy who got me a really good deal on it. And then I've upgraded a lot of the parts separately myself. So it's technically right now it's running an i7-8700. It's 32 gigs of Corsair RAM I put in there. It's got a RTX 2070. It's got two 1 terabyte hard drives. One of them is an M2, which is like the new big thing, but I haven't actually moved everything over that, so I don't know how good it is yet. It's just in there with Windows on it with nothing else. And then the other one is a 1 terabyte SSD, which is what I've been using since I got it. Modern Reno, I need help, and I spend hours of day to edit. Modern Reno, I'll take a look at it after this. I'll see what I can do. What I need to do is I need to catch you in my next stream raid or something, though, because that's what really helps people out. But I'll take a look at your channel after the stream. Yeats of Gold, what's procrastinating? It's a thing almost everyone does. We can all admit it. I'm actually really good at what is it called? Productive procrastination, if you haven't heard of that. So like, you have something really important you should be doing, and instead of doing that, you like clean the house and do all the laundry and the dishes. You like do everything but the thing you should be doing, which is at least the best kind of procrastinating. You're not just wasting the time. Hey, VTed, I see you down there. Nova says he was in a nightclub world. It was public. Nova, you could have reported him if you wanted to. We got 13 people here and 4 likes. Thank you, everybody. I swear we get more people for the chat streams than for the actual gaming ones, which that's funny. But I understand games only have certain appeal. Hanging out and talking, that can appeal to everybody. Dominic, how much was it? So the pre-built before I did the upgrades and stuff, I have a friend who works in the tech industry, so he was able to get me a good deal. I paid $1,200 for it at the time, which was a really good deal. But then like 9 months later, they actually clearanced out the last few models for $600. They sold out in seconds, but I was pretty annoyed because I thought I got a good deal, and then those people got a smoking deal. Nunio's back and still haven't brought on the bot. I'm excited to find out what this bot game is. So for those of you who don't know about the Discord, we have a Discord. It's usually in the description on every video if you're interested and you want to join. They're going to be installing some sort of a game bot thing into the Discord. I don't know what it is. Idle Miner. Some of you probably know what it is. I have no idea what it is, but I'm excited to see what it is. I got to go on procrastinating. VR Frontier, go get your stuff done. Nova was taken. If I ever go to PC, I want an RTX 2060 Ti with an i5 9600K. That'd be a good build, and it would run VR well, and it would be wouldn't be crazy expensive. So that's good. I know. I tried to go kind of middle of the road on my build. I needed to be able to do mixed reality, do VR, and then I've kind of upgraded some things since. It's definitely not a top of the line, but it's still pretty beefy. It can handle just about anything I throw at it. Modern Reno says, okay, thank you. Eats a gold. I'm doing that right now. Are you also procrastinating? Productive procrastinating? Is that what you're doing? Because I love that. Nova was taken. I ain't no snitch. Oh, and I have the avatar saved. So the dude had a naked avatar and it was clonable. Wow, that's terrible. Area 79 Games, what's the best video card I can use? Well, there's some big debate about that. I mean, the RTX 2080 Ti is like the top of the line. but there's always the whole AMD versus Intel, what's better. I went with Intel this time just because it seemed like Intel at that current moment was getting better. Now I can't think when I'm actually trying to be eloquent. They're getting better benchmarks with like the same. So like you look at their processor versus the Intel processor that were about on the same, and the benchmarks on the Intel were coming out better. Well, now AMD's got like this new Threadripper line and all this stuff people are talking about. I don't follow that side of the tech super well, but it seems like AMD was kind of, everyone's saying, oh, AMD's good and better again, but then now Intel's got this next line coming that's supposed to be really good. So right now, if you get even an RTX 2070 Super, you can run pretty much anything on that. The 2080 Ti is really just overkill, but then you're future proof, especially as VR is getting really intense. NVIDIA Titan card. Well, Nova, I think they're asking what's the best video card you can get that's actually affordable. Aren't the Titans like over $2,000 or something insane? Eats a gold. I'm saving up to build a PC, but my friends stole $200 from my house, and I'm still trying to make sure he actually did it. But that was all my money, and I'm probably going to my last resort. That is terrible. Those are not good friends to have. Kick those people out of your life if that happened. That is awful. RTX 2080 isn't the best. The Titan is. Well, yes, but again, the Titan is like, I wouldn't even call it. I guess it's considered a consumer card, right? But I wouldn't call it that, isn't it? I'm gonna look it up. I think they're like crazy expensive. Oh, only $2,500. Okay. Of course, that's totally reasonable, Nova. That's definitely the best one you can get for the price. Okay, so get a Titan if you want the absolute best, but $2,500, you could get 3 good gaming PCs for that price. That's insane. Message. Oh, Nova retracted a message. I didn't read it in time either. You sneaky. You can get a secondhand GTX 1080 Ti for the third of the price. Yeah, Dave, I'm with you on that one. So yeah, you can get GTX 1080 Ti, which is last gen, but it's still 11 gigabytes, which is the same as the 2080. It just doesn't have the RTX technology for the ray tracing. So if that matters to you, it doesn't. I mean, I don't use ray tracing, so I only play with VR. So my video card gets pushed hard in VR and then not hard otherwise. It wasn't my friend, it was my friend's friend. If your friend keeps running like that, I would ditch them too, personally. Maybe I'm just too quick to write people off, but that's bad. Nova's laughing. Yeet boy, I'm getting a 299 MSI GTX 1060. Is the 1060 still that much? $300? I feel like you could get something a little stronger for $300 these days. Because I got my 1660 Ti for $300, and that's not much better, but I think that's supposed to be better. Question: mac and cheese, fork or spoon? I had a big argument with my wife over this. Fork. It's pasta. Okay, Adam, if you say spoon, you are wrong. Unless you make it soupy as hell and like really wet, it's definitely a fork food. Oh, 1060 Ti, you were saying. Okay. Still, I feel like $299 is up there high. Fred, 15 days, you're right. We got it going on. What should I get? Cav, what's up? JJ. Hi, Cav. What GPU do I get? Well, Bear, a 1060 Ti is going to do good for you. But I mean, if you can weasel your way into a 1070, you're going to be a little better off, I think, if you want to do VR. Cav says, Jay, I have news. I want to know what it is. I have no idea what to guess. No, they're much cheaper than that now. See, that's what I thought, Dave. Yeah, they should be cheaper. Dave, Dave, you should actually answer that. What is your recommendation for a great video? Probably the 1080 Ti used is what, if you're saying they're a third, that's probably a very good price. Adam Charlton, what planet are you from? Mac and cheese is totally spoon food. Okay, everybody in the chat, we need votes, okay? Either put in fork or spoon. We're going to find out, but it's definitely a fork food. Dude is crazy. Better than an Intel HD 4600. I'd have to look that one up there. I don't even know what that card is. What's the best green screen I could use? One that's green. Personally, Area 79, it all depends on what you're doing. If you seen like the foldable ones that like pop out and turn into a big thing, they don't cover as much area as a cloth one, but they're easy to light. They stay really smooth. They don't have creases or folds in them like mine does behind me, so they're a little easier to manage. I'm gonna get behind on this chat here with all this going on, but they're smaller. So if you want to do like mixed reality like I do, I have a 10 by 20 green screen behind me that goes all the way around the room. It's huge. It's cloth. It does have some folds and wrinkles in it, but with my lighting and everything, it does fine. So I don't have to worry about that. Nuno says run dual Titans and go broke trying. That'd be $5,000 of video cards. Like, is there even a game a consumer-based game that could possibly use that? I mean, I feel like people who have Titans are probably editing 8K and 16K video, I would think. I wouldn't think they're even gaming on them. Nova says it's a fork. See? Adam, you are wrong on this one, buddy. I'm bringing this up on the podcast tonight. The Bounty Hunter says, sup, Jay, did you see the Batman trailer? I did. You know, I had mixed feelings about it. It looked like it might be cool and badass, but like the trailer just didn't tell me much about the plot or like what to expect. It was just like, here's a bad guy and here's a bad guy and here's this happening. And it was like, okay, I don't know what the plot is. I care about plot. It's been half a month of streaming, Fred. Should we make it a whole month? We'll see. Cav, your PS4 is fixed. You can play in VR again. That's really great news. Nova says fork. Cav says fork. K27 says fork. Each macaroni can go on a Titan. Exactly. You get 4 little macaronis on each prong. Boom. Adam, I hope you're still here because you see not one person has said a spoon. Not one. The ones that's green. Oh, yeah. Thanks. I'll check it out. Yeah, Area 79. If you want a few recommendations, I can send you some Amazon links after this. If you do, just leave a comment on any video. Any video that's not in the middle of a stream and say green screen recommendations, and I'll show you a couple of ones I haven't, shoot you a few. You definitely want to be careful about how thin they are because I have a couple that are just kind of thin, and since one of them's on my floor, it keeps getting tears in it, so I need to get a thicker one for my floor. BTid says if the macaroni is tiny, then spoon all the way. If not, fork followed by bread. Now you guys are making me hungry. It's not even dinner time yet. I got to go to the store and get macaroni. Hey, Jay, once you're done procrastinating, send me pics of your new studio. I want to be Fred's competitor. All right. It's going to be a minute. I doubt it'll all be done today because I have to have the podcast happen at 6 and then the PC has to be running. So I'm thinking I'm going to do all the surface stuff. I'm going to do the green screen, the backdrop. I'm going to move all that, but I'm going to leave the PC alone until after the podcast. Any macaroni that's not in a soup, use a fork. Versus a fork. See, Adam, you are completely wrong. You are completely wrong on this. Everyone here has proven you wrong. You got to go back to your wife now and tell her you're sorry. You were wrong. You were wrong. No, this is, I would agree with your wife. Also, if you can do a 360 photo, that would help. I can do a 360 photo. You can even look at it in VR. I don't know if that's the case, but I can do a 360 photo. Gotta love when the Wi-Fi receiver on the laptop is older than you are. I can't get over this fork thing. I'm going to try and Google it and see if anyone else says. I'm going to smack my mic here, so I'm going to move it. Do you eat macaroni with spoon or fork? It was like the first thing that came up. This is like a fork allows for better stabbing while a spoon allows you to scoop up every last bit of the cheese sauce. See, that's your problem. You're trying to get the cheese sauce. Just go get a spatula at the end and just scoop that stuff out or something. On a plate or in a bowl, and then we'll get into a debate about whether it's a plate or a bowl. Okay, so there is something. I'm going to take us down another path here, and I might get behind on the chat, but did you know, and this may not be completely substantiated, but I read this, that there's approximately half of dudes that after going number 2, they stand up to wipe, the other half stays sitting, and neither half knows the other half exists. This is kind of like one of those same things. It's like, it's one of those things that you just don't really think or talk about with people. Like, it's not something I'm talking about on a stream, but I'm weird. And it's like, Oliver, I see you there. I'll catch up with chat in a second. But to think, for when I first heard that, I was like, no, that's not possible. So then I asked a couple of friends, and totally, like half of them were like, oh, I stand up. And I was like, what? Like, what? That is weird. This is the same kind of debate. Oliver, everyone watching this great stream, just trying. What's up, Oliver? It's good to see you here, buddy. We got 11 people and 11 likes. We've matched it up. Oliver's waving to VTid. I say VTid. I know that's not the way he intended that to be said, but he said now he's just going with it. K27, now the $1 million question, do you put ketchup on the mac and cheese? No on the ketchup, occasionally hot sauce, depending. If the macaroni is not very good, I put hot sauce on it to make it better. Nunio says there is definitely a Reddit thread that spans over 3.6 years arguing over it. Hopefully you're still talking about the macaroni and not what I was talking about. A bit on the side at K27 and shed loads of black pepper. Black pepper's good on macaroni. I love more questions like this on the podcast. Okay, Bear says MSI GeForce GTX 1660 Ti 300. Yeah, I think that's what I paid for my GTX 1660 Ti that is now in Wish's hands. Congrats, Wish, who won that giveaway. Yeah, I think that's a better price. You know what? I'm gonna go do something funny really quick. I'm going into the podcast outline for tonight. And just adding a little something. Little surprise for somebody there. Oh my gosh, I can't get over that. Spoon, what is this dude thinking? Hey Jay, I do gaming. Could you come over and drop a like and comment? Would be highly appreciated. Area 79 for sure. After the stream, I've got to check out you, and I'll go back and look at. Got 2 channels I'll have to go check out and see. What I told them what needs to happen. I need to, next time you're on and streaming, then we can do another stream raid, because that was really fun last time I did that. VTID, so that would be a. That must be a French Canadian thing. I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't want to say it. I'm gonna look like an idiot. Oliver sees a favorite Doritos flavors. Man, I am behind on Doritos. I haven't eaten a lot of those, I think, since college. So obviously what comes to mind is like the basics, like nacho cheese and Cool Ranch. But I think there's like tons more flavors now. Didn't they make like a jalapeno one or something? I don't know. I know there's tons of flavors, but I don't eat Doritos like hardly ever. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was talking about the spoon versus fork thing. Good. Okay, 27, fork or spoon to wipe. That would be a horrible choice, but if those were the only 2 things in the room, I think I would go for the spoon. Oh gosh, this is getting off the rails now. We got 12 people now here for the macaroni debate and 11 likes. Thank you, everybody. Hey Jay, I just saw your email. Awesome. Good luck with that laptop, buddy. If not, try HitFilm Express. It's free, and I used it for a year of my videos. It works really well, especially for being free. Also, what do y'all put on fries? Because for me, it's salt, black pepper, garlic powder, and spice bag seasoning mix. That must be a European thing. With the occasional bowl of curry on the side. I mean, fries and ketchup are always a classic. I typically don't. I just eat fries. I mean, obviously they have seasoning on them, but I mean, I usually eat them straight now. I usually don't put that much on them. Once in a great while, have fries like nachos though, like with all the toppings of nachos. That's really good. Flaming hot Doritos. I do like flaming hot Doritos. K27. I used to sometimes put them in my ramen at boarding school. Ollie says loaded fries, cheese and salsa. Yes. I would use a nearby cat. Nova must be talking about the wiping questions. Krypton, what's up, buddy? You walked into the weirdest conversations we're having in this stream. Just warning you now, it's getting weird. Sea salt and malt vinegar. I don't know about malt vinegar, K27. I know it's like people say, oh, it's good on fish and that. I have never enjoyed malt vinegar on anything. I feel like every time I put it on fish, I felt like I ruined the fish. 100 followers on TikTok in 2 days, Krypton. Great job. You should tell me how to use TikTok. I have no idea. I'm terrible on it. And I know that the problem is I haven't made any videos specifically for TikTok. I've just like crapped out some of my stuff out of videos onto TikTok. So it's no wonder they're not doing well. I need to make like specific videos, but it's just more time. Cav, I know what you're doing with that emoji, making it look like it's loading. Jay walked into my weird rant. Well, now we're having a weird rant here, Nova, so I guess it's just the way it is. Fred says, I'm the guy who makes parts of Jay's house for Paintball Mouse, not you. Oh, Nova, you're going to get in trouble. Kuba says it's either that or a curry chip. What is a curry chip? Nova, don't use TikTok. I'm just kind of hoping they'll block it like they were saying so that I can have an excuse to not try. But it seems like it's such a huge place that so many people go. It would be foolish to like not use it to connect with people, but then it just sits there and I'm just like kicking myself for not ever using it. So it's like, it's kind of like Twitter. I have a Twitter, but do I use it? Barely. Like, it's like I ask myself, why do I have these things? It's kind of part of the whole having a channel thing that I didn't really think in the first place I'd want to have like a Twitter, TikTok, any of that. And then I do it because I'm like, oh, I should do it. And then I'm reminding myself, you know, this was all about doing what I want, not doing what I think I should. So maybe I should just not do those because I don't really feel like I want to. That was the whole point of this. I actually went to the local chippy tonight, had tartar sauce with my chips. What is a chippy, Dave? That must be another European word. Is that like a store where you get chips? Is that like a fish and chips place? I have no idea. Oliver Tube, hello. What's up, buddy? Glad to see you here. We got 11 people here, 13 likes. We're having the weirdest conversations in this stream ever. I don't know how we got here, but we're really off on a tangent. K27. That's a cute emoji, unlike the one people keep putting up that looks like their comments loading. And about a liter of vinegar. Maybe vinegar just is not like the American way, or maybe I just was raised weird. I was raised weird, actually. We can get into that another time. But I wasn't, there was a lot of meats and fish and stuff I didn't eat because it was unclean. So I didn't eat a lot of things other people ate growing up. Kev says, Jay, you should play Flight Sim VR when it comes out. I do want to try it out. Like, it looks good. Man, it's expensive though. Like, can I buy the cheapest version of it and still play VR? Because like the top version is like $160 or something crazy like that. Kuba says a curry chip is fries with salt drenched in a basic curry sauce. That sounds good. I love curry. I really do. Krypton, hey Jay, random question. Have you ever seen any of my YouTube videos? Very random. I think I have. A lot of my people that engage a lot and stuff, I go check out their channels on occasion. You won't know if I'm subscribed to you for the most part because I typically subscribe with my personal account, not my channel account, and it's one of the ones with private. It's actually also the one that I occasionally put up other videos on, hidden videos. I shouldn't be giving all this away, but yeah, it's basically my Jaybratt 2 account that I figure one day I'll make into like a secondary channel where I just dump footage I never plan to edit or something in case someone out there is really bored and wants to see it. That's a fish and Oliver says it's basically a fish and chip store. The fish and chip shops. It's the most British thing. Okay, when you say shop, does this mean, is this like a restaurant? Or do you like buy stuff to take home and make it? Like, do they just sell a bunch of fish and chips and you have to go make it? Or is this like a little restaurant, like an eatery or a diner or something? Jay, I can't tell if I can see your wedding band or if it's just, or if it's just an accessory ring. So this is one of my wedding bands. This is well, I don't know if I can get that to focus that close. It's tungsten carbide with carbon fiber in the center. I also have another one that's white gold with blue diamonds, which I prefer, but during the summer it just doesn't fit me as well. This one's a little looser, and the other one during the summer, just my fingers hate it. It's too small or something. I should get it sized, but I can't be bothered. Been looking under the Patreon site. What's it really about? So Area 79, Patreon is like a way for people to support you directly, especially when your channel isn't big enough to be monetized through YouTube. So basically you can, really it's for people to come and pay you directly for being a content creator and being someone they enjoy. You can add extra benefits to it, and that's they're like incentivizing people to be your patrons, but really, at least in my view, that's not why they're there. I don't join someone's Patreon in the hopes of getting stuff or anything. I join it because I want to support their channel. Now that YouTube has like these memberships and super chats and monetized, a lot of people don't even need Patreon anymore. It was kind of like a thing when you couldn't get monetized. Like for me, when they seemed like they were never going to monetize the channel, we made that, but they take a much smaller cut than YouTube does of the fees. So sometimes people want to keep it because it's good because they can support you directly, and a third of it isn't going to YouTube. So it's good options like that. And it can be fun because you can like send extra videos out to your patrons. I just dropped a patron only video today. I'm going to get behind the chat here. I know it. But basically it's a place where they can support you. After it focused on my ring, now my camera's going all fuzzy. I need to get a new webcam. I spent like $200 on this webcam thinking it was going to be really good and last forever, and it's having crazy issues. So yeah, that's really what Patreon is. I don't I don't advertise mine enough in videos. I know I could and it would probably have more, but I hate like bringing up all those things in every video. It's like at the end of the video, it's like, hey, join the Discord and do this and this and that. Like, I hope that if people are really interested in the channel, they'll find those things in the description, or then like my occasional mention will get people to join. But I don't want to be one of those channels that's just spending 3 minutes of every video telling you to come do this stuff. Like, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, go to TikTok, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't want to do all that. So I don't. Okay, I'm getting behind. Chips is British for fries. I know that. It always destroyed me as a kid, though, because I would order fish and what I thought was chips. And it wasn't just they were fries. They were these really fat steak fries that were like you took a potato and you left it raw on the inside, only cooked the outside. I'm not into steak fries. I know that's weird. A lot of people love them. I do not. I like crispy small fries. I don't like to feel like I'm biting into a potato. I can have an HDMI to DVI cable with my PC. Yeah, because you're using all DVI on that one. No, I'm England. The small, skinny chips are fries. Okay, that would make more sense. Here, chips are Lay's potato chips and crap. Nuno could have guessed it was a tungsten. It is. I can't get this one sized. It has to always say it. Yep, we have some Patreon-only videos. One just came out, Fred. I don't know if you watched it. It's a little throwback to when we were first starting the podcast, and a bunch of us were gaming together when we didn't know each other at all. Nova, so basically it's Jay's OnlyFans. Less risque, but really, I guess so, yes. Yeet's so good. I'm back. Hey, buddy, I'm glad to see you're back. Also, you are out of focus. Not anymore, Nunio. I fixed it. It's because it's showing you the ring. So VTid says it's a takeaway shop selling mostly battered fish, chips, fries, sausages. Okay, generally cooked to order. Okay, so for us, that would be like a diner, eatery, a food truck, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, we don't really call it takeaway. At least in this part of America, we call it takeout. But I know some part of America calls it takeaway. In America, fries are mini fried potatoes. Yes. K Panda K Libby merch. It's coming. Nat's helped me find a site now. We're working on submitting designs and stuff. Oliver Tube, have you watched my YouTube videos? I think I have. I think after your super hot recommendation, I came over and looked at some. It's hard to know because I look at a lot. I watch not as much YouTube as I used to by far, but I look at a lot, so it's kind of hard to keep it all straight. Yo, I just found my GameStop membership card. Is that a thing? Does it come with a pitch for a better membership card every time you use it? Y'all call crisps chips. We call the crisps because they are crispy. Why y'all call them chips? Because America does everything wrong. I don't know. We have all these weird things we call things, and then it just doesn't make sense. Like how we call football. Like almost never in the game does your foot ever touch the ball in football, but we call it football. Like, yeah, I know we've got a strange evolution of our language here. Nova, go hit the gym. Have a good one, buddy. K27, like, subscribe, hit the bell, go to Patreon, join the Discord, pledge your soul to the VR gods, walk the dog. Yeah, it gets like that with all these things. There's some who is it? Is it Watch Mojo? They're like, when they start the video, they're like they say, how do they say it? They say, subscribe, make sure and hit that bell and choose all notifications, and then go into your phone settings and make sure the notifications for YouTube are turned on. It's like, geez, this is getting way too convoluted. Didn't it used to be that if someone hit subscribe, they got your notifications? Like, why isn't it that simple again? Jay, make a meme face. I need to do a meme you. I already did one. It's the thumbnail, and you can use the thumbnail downloader to get it. I was like, there you go. There's the meme face. Does anyone here do logo design? Yeet's so good. I don't know if anyone here necessarily does it, but I know a guy. If you want to message me on Instagram, I can give you his Instagram. He's the one that did this background that's behind me right here. And I offered to pay him something, but he actually offered to do it for free for the exposure as long as I gave him some shout outs, which I did. So Roman Chobasu on Instagram. Maybe I can spell that in the chat. Roman Chobasu. I hope that's right. It might be Romancha. I think that's it. I keep hitting the mic. I'm sure that sounds really nice for you. Ooh, Krypton does logos too, apparently. Hit him up. Do you do it for free? That's always the next question. I do them for a sub, but since you're watching Jay, you have one for free. Aw. That's not a bad idea, I guess, if you're coming up to do someone's logo as long as they subscribe. That's smart. Well, over here, the upgrades aren't shoved down your throat. Unio, I'm not sure what we're talking about now. I feel lost by that comment. Kickoffs. Over here, the upgrades aren't shoved down your throat. Huh. just text me on Insta. It's VR_MH Krypton. There you go. There you go, Eat So Good. Coids, what's up? I had every intention of coming and watching your Vader Immortal stream, and I never got a notification until Instagram told me 2 hours later. Key Guy Gaming, what's going on? Fred, Jay, I sent you a USA versus rest of the world pick on Discord. I'll have to check that out. I bet it's... I love watching those videos. It's like what people think of other countries versus how they actually are, because we get these crazy notions in our head about what other places are like. K27, have an old high school friend I spoke to about updating my logo. He's a professional designer for advertisements and apps. Then there's my daughter, not professional, but amazing artwork. Nice. Should I buy a webcam or a camera for live? I think so. The reason that I've always done face cam is I found that I mostly only watched YouTubers who had face cam. And so I figured, like, for people like me, that was something you want to see. You want to be able to see them. But there are plenty of channels that are extremely successful without them. I used to watch, and I say used to because he just has stopped posting content, but Me Like Big Boom. He used to do a lot of unturned, and then he switched primarily to VR. And really, it's him and this guy's back and forth that makes it enjoyable to watch him and his friend Josiah. But he doesn't have any face cam on like any of his videos, but it's still very entertaining. Do you have anything I should know about the PSVR? It's important. Yes. Our top video, the top 10 tips to fix your tracking, I would say is probably the most important things to know, because if you set up your play space right with your PSVR, it's going to be super fun. But if you don't, it can be very frustrating with the tracking. So I would highly recommend when you're ready, give that a watch and see what you need there. And if you have any questions, leave a comment. I'll respond to it. Robert Sego, why hello there. What's up? We're up to 14 people right now and 16 likes, and we're just literally sitting here talking. This is always amazing to me at these streams. Everybody wants to come hang out and chat. I really enjoy them. I am still procrastinating, and I said I was only going to go for like a half hour. It's been over a half hour, but whatever. I will get the room done when I get it done. Oh, okay. Nunio was talking about GameStop membership cards and how you aren't really harassed to upgrade it. There's a lot of jokes and memes about it like that here. It's not that bad. I feel like it depends on the salesperson. So it depends on, and I know they get commissions or they have goals and stuff they're forced to. It's not their fault they do it, but sometimes you'll get the employee that's like cool and doesn't do it all. And then you'll get the one that's like, hey, do you want to do this? Hey, do you want to do that? You want a protection plan? You want this? It's like, dude, I just want to buy the game. Oh, I hate when companies do that. They ruin their own company, their own experience for customers just to try and get a little more money. It's stupid. Being a manager for as long as I was, I saw a lot of it, and it's just you're slitting your own throat as a company when you keep doing that kind of crap. And now GameStop's probably gonna die. I just stream on the basic PS4, no camera or webcam. Oliver, if you get a PS4 camera, you can use it to stream as long as you're not doing VR, which is cool. You got to use what you have. Like that's the thing, way it is, though. I mean, especially with the PS4, if I try and stream VR from it, I can't have face cam on, and it's all round and stuff. That's why I like to do it with a capture card. But then you don't have the chat, so then you have to figure out a solution for that. So streaming still, I feel like next gen streaming is gonna be much easier than streaming has been this gen. When will America switch to the metric system? K27, maybe you can confirm if this is true. I heard that when Canada switched to the metric system, they did it like all in one night. They like pulled down all the road signs and switched them all and changed everything in one night. Is that true? If that's true, I wish America would do it that way. Metric system makes so much more sense than standard. Standard system makes no sense. As someone who's worked on a lot of cars, I hate working on American cars because you're constantly having to do fractions. Oh, the 5/8 doesn't quite fit that. What do I need next? The 9/16's like, come on, go from a 10 to an 11. So much easier. So much easier. Cam is good to have if you want to build a connection with your audience. Yeah, I agree, K27. I think it is a lot more personal. Obviously, like I probably wouldn't do chat streams if I didn't have a face cam because it just wouldn't feel like we're actually talking like it does now. Oliver says never. I wish we would switch to metric, and I wish starting with the next generation of kids in school, we would start teaching them all a second language that's the same language all over the world. I don't care what language it is. Just teach everybody one language. So no matter where you go, you always have a fallback. The things we don't do as people that would make so much sense. Robert Sego, there are 3 streams on my subs. Nice. That's almost time to go do a stream raid. That's what I watch for. If I see like 4 people streaming at the same time, that was, well, I say it like I've done it. I did it once last week, but that's what I saw. I was like, 4 people are streaming. We're just going to go check them out. Because then I get to hit them all up instead of adding another stream to the mix for people to have to choose between. Is there a pink or purple thing in the center of your lens when the PSVR is off? No. Keat Guy, if you want to message me on Instagram or Twitter and send me a picture of that, if you can get a picture, I can maybe try and tell you what it is. That's weird. I'm trying to imagine if there is some light still on in yours. This is totally Minecraft. What are you watching? K27. I don't know what that means. Oliver Tube, I do stream Fall Guys and then Facecam works. Fall Guys, everybody's so into that. Cav says, Jay, look at this Skits meme zone in your server. I don't think I even have Discord on my PC. People ridicule me about that because I don't know how to use Discord because I don't always have it on my computer. Oh no, somebody's live on Instagram and invited me to be there, but I'm here. Sorry, buddy. Discord, that's where I was going. I'm gonna get behind on the chat. Is there something new? Oh. How? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I feel like I should show this on the stream, but I don't know how to do Discord without risking showing something on accident I don't mean to. There's some already memed pictures of that pose I did just a minute ago. Cav, you should put these on Reddit. Yeah, that would be an amazing place. We also have a subreddit. I only announced that one once. I just love Reddit. That's actually what kind of led me to making a channel in the first place. K27, don't know. I wasn't born yet. Well, lucky. We still use LBS and Feet sometimes too. Well, I guess it'd be hard to get rid of it once you have, especially with Americans still using it. But if we switch to metric, you guys could quit talking about it too. Good answer for the metric system. V Ryan, there's a Facebook ad on the stream. No, you're taking over everything VR. There's even more news today. We'll go over it on the podcast, but even more news about freaking Facebook and their whole overtaking of everything at the moment. It's literally setting up on a stream that I saw. So, well, K27, I'm going to be quitting here pretty shortly. I can't procrastinate forever on this. Yeet boy, 3 USB 3s plus 1 USB 2. I might be able to do it. I don't know. Maybe. It asked me if I was going to approve that message, Ryan, but I went ahead and approved it. I don't have any other social media other than you. Hell, I'm not even supposed to comment or chat, but the PSVR still works as I got it. If the lenses are foggy, but I'm getting lens wipes. Be careful with lens wipes if they have any chemicals on them. Typically, the microfiber cloth that comes with it is the best thing to always use. I know my very first PSVR, one time I tried to use my shirt real quickly between sessions and put a big old scratch in the screen, so be careful. Okay, Kika, I know what you mean with YouTube. Yeah. I don't know, is the pink light, like, is it lit up inside the lens, or does it just look like a dot of something? It's weird. I'm watching Jay answer her weird questions. Well, the questions haven't been that weird since the macaroni one, but what the heck was Adam thinking? If there is sunlight or regular light going to the lens, it will damage it. Yep. Not regular light, just sunlight. Regular light going into it won't be powerful enough, but sunlight getting in there can damage it. F Facebook, I know, Ryan. Yeah, Facebook Connect. Not just that, Dave, they also renamed one of their divisions instead of like Oculus something. I'll go over it in the podcast. I don't remember exactly now, but it's just whatever. All right, Dave, see you later. I thought Disney ruled the world. Yep, but Facebook's trying to overtake them, Fred. It's like that one movie. Instead of having 7 continents in the future, we're going to have like 5 corporations that just own each part of the world. And Noonie, I'm pulling an all-nighter to watch the podcast live today. Wow. You could go to sleep for a while. I think it's like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. your time. So you could sleep for a while and get up for it. I have a job, though, so that would be a bad idea. That would be, Dave. I don't know what my motherboard is compatible with. Bear, it looks like yours is like a mini PC, so I'm not really sure what your motherboard's considered. What are you procrastinating about? Robert, I should be finishing my redesign of the studio down here, but as I'm getting closer and closer to podcast time, I can't tear apart the computer because I'll be at risk of not being able to record the podcast. So I'm going to be moving the green screen to one side of the room, the unboxing area to the other, and kind of making everything just more streamlined, because right now it was good for when things were small and easy, but as more and more is happening all the time, I just need it to be feng shuied better. It's dark pink or purple. So, and you said this is when the lenses are off. That could just be light refracting around from something else in the room. I would try taking it somewhere else and looking into it and seeing if you see it. Don't get it in sunlight, but like unplug it, just take it into a closet or somewhere and look at it. Bear, my YouTube pick is my brain right now. This Coca-Cola, there we go. Just put them all together. Have one big merger between all of them. And it's funny too, because like America, we used to have, or we still have laws against monopolies, yet I feel like we're never going to enforce them again like we used to. Because it wasn't even that long ago. It was like the 90s when AT&T was literally pretty much owning all of the phone service in the country, and they forced them to break up because they were a monopoly, and that's not allowed. Now it's like, well, money rights laws, and I won't get into all that, but doesn't matter anymore. We don't do things because they're right. We do them because they're profitable. Can we start a petition to stop Oculus and make a wireless HTC Vive? There is a wireless Vive, Oliver. It's just an extra add-on you have to buy for it. But supposedly it works pretty well. I need to find it. I need to try it. The lens wipes are for camera and tablets and stuff like that, so I think it will be fine. And the cloth isn't doing anything, I think. If it gets too greasy, I used a lens pen on mine one time that really cleaned them, like back up to original condition really nicely. But yeah, it's they can get pretty greasy. Ryan, yep, Ryan, HTC Vive does have a wireless adapter. Yep, it's funny looking. The problem with it is you don't get completely wireless, though, because you still have to have a big battery pack on you somewhere. So you have to have the wire running to that. It's much less wired, but you still have to deal with that. So batteries are a thing. Kuba, I made the mistake of using chemical glasses wipes on my PSVR and I rubbed off the anti-fog. See, there's the risk. They have an anti-fog layer on them, and if you use the wrong cleaner, you can accidentally remove that layer. I don't see it unless it's away from my face. Oh, then Kika, yeah, it's probably just light glaring in from somewhere else. It's probably fine. Because as long as you put it on, you don't see it, then you don't have to worry about it. Fred says, after you change up the office, I could do a 2.0 office if you like. You know, Fred, I don't think it's going to be different enough that it's going to be necessary. I'll send you some pictures, but really, because like the office now that you have, it's basically looks like the desk is in the corner of the room, and now it actually will be. And like the blue will still be behind. I'm just moving the green screen. So I don't think it's really going to change the layout enough for it to change the setup of the room, but I'll send you some pictures. Well, I already downloaded the Oculus Quest software for Link. Well, hopefully it'll work, Bear. I'm pulling for you. Did you download some extra RAM while you were at it? Everybody plus no PC. It's the size of an iPhone 4. Tell me what lens wipes can do to the lenses. Okay, so we did just go over that, but that's probably a delayed comment. So if they had the wrong chemicals on, they could wipe off the anti-fog coating that's already on the lenses. Like they could scratch it off there, and that could be an issue. I don't trust Facebook. I don't think anybody does anymore. And like, to be honest, like who still uses it? And I know that's a big, broad question. Lots of people still do, but like for the most part, people, it seems like they're getting away from Facebook. And this is like Facebook's last attempt to like get people back on the platform, but everyone's moving away from it. I've been off Facebook for years, and I know tons of people since who I've talked to who have done the same thing, or they still have an old and they never use it. It's just there. Why do you say download RAM? It's a joke because people aren't saying they downloaded RAM or downloaded a hard drive. Cav, I did see, I showed it off on here. I saw the amazing memes. I think you should put them on the Reddit if you want. They'll also be immortalized on the Reddit, where on the skits meme, they'll be buried in a day or so. But I think those would probably be the top posts on our Reddit in no time. I can download RAM. Bear, I hope you know I was joking. Karen uses it. Yeah. My mom is constantly using it. And see, that's when I say like who uses it. I know other generational people still use Facebook, but a lot of younger people are getting away from it or have never even been on it and don't want to go. Minecraft Epic Grass Block. What's up? Hey there. I just got a new PC. Are you nice? Very nice. We've been talking about that. So is the sad Irish lads. Yeah, I know people are on Facebook, but like I feel like more people are getting away from it than ever before, and a lot of young people don't care about it. No, I made a new one. It's a monster. Okay, Cav, I'm gonna go look at it. Discord. That is a monster. I hardly believe that picture's even me anymore. It looks like something from Five Nights at Freddy's. Congrats on the new PC, Minecraft. That's always a big deal. What liquid cleans lens with the cloth? Really, you want a chemical-free liquid. So like a glasses spray that doesn't have chemicals. it's hard for me to give you good advice here because Sony recommends no liquids ever. Like they say only the microfiber cloth, don't use anything else. I've used a lens pen on mine. It did do really well and it didn't seem to damage the coating. But if I wiped off the coating, I didn't know it. That's always possible, but it didn't seem to damage it. I don't know that you should ever actually use any sort of lens liquid, honestly, because it has a special coating. It's not just glass. I'm going to start to try to wrap up here, everybody. So if you want to start saying goodbyes, now would be the time to do it because I do need to get to work. We're almost at an hour, but I'm just giving you some warning. Jay tearing apart the studio. Me, I smell clickbait. I don't think so. I'm pretty good, I think, about not really clickbaiting. At least I try not to be like really like, oh, because like some of that stuff drives me crazy. I know channels are extremely successful that use it, but I just hate when I click on a video and it's nothing like what the description said. That drives me crazy. One of my favorite parts of the podcast is the after hours only on the live stream. I'm going to screenshot that and send that to the producer so that he knows that. Because he's always looking for feedback of what people do and don't like. Last week's is behind because of all the fires in California and everything, so the videos haven't come out yet. But I'm really excited. I actually led the podcast last week. You probably know that if you watched it live. And I felt like it went really, really well. So I'm excited to see the actual videos come out. But it's been a nuts week for all of our people in California. Both of them actually were on risk of being evacuated from the fires. And I think they ended up just leaving because it was so smoky and crazy anyways. Wow, 20 likes, 21 likes. Thank you, everybody. 12 people here and 21 likes. That's really awesome. I just might go out and order a lens pen. Nunio, you can take a look. I have a review of one on the channel. You can look at that one, see if you like it. It's made specifically for AR and VR is what it says, but really looking at it, it's just a lens pen like any other. It is small. It has a small tip so that it's easier to get in there, but beyond that, it's just a normal lens pen, it seems like. Do you think I'm just so worried about my PSVR breaking? I'm going crazy. The chances are low. You're not going to, and even if it gets a little scratch, typically when you put it on, you can't see the scratch. It's too close to your eyes. So don't be worried. The PSVR is pretty resilient. I know. I punched Natalie really hard when she was wearing one in the headset, as you've probably seen on the videos. Nice, Cav. They'll definitely be, those will be in the next Reddit video when I do that here in a couple weeks. I'm just trying to wait until I know there's enough content for it. I watched your review on it when it came out. Nunio, yeah, you've been hanging out a while. Thank you. I never know who gets the notifications, so I never know what you guys have seen and not seen of what's out there. I made them for him, and I got an 11 out of 10. Yay. Krypton, I'm not sure what that's in reference to, but good job. All right, so at the 1 hour mark, we're going to quit. So we got 7 minutes left. So I'll go 7 more minutes. I was going to stop it sooner, but 7 minutes, we'll hit an hour, and then we'll quit the stream. Oh, I'm excited for the podcast. It's in 3 hours. I need to eat dinner first. And now all I can think about is macaroni and cheese because everybody was talking about that and I don't have any. Be right back. I'm going to get something to eat. Sad Irish thought I'll probably be gone when you get back. It's only going 7 more minutes more, but go eat. Go eat some macaroni and eat it with a fork, not a spoon. I made the logo. Krypton. Oh, you made the logo for that person? That was really fast. You do quick work. When I make a logo, it takes time, but I have Photoshop. I'm still not very good at it. So I mostly use, Adam's still here. I mostly use Paint 3D for all of my thumbnails, believe it or not. Some of you are probably like, yeah, your thumbnails are crap, so you believe it. But to any of you who think the thumbnails are impressive, they're mostly made in Paint 3D, if you think any of them are good. I know some of them are much better than others. Oh shoot, I need something to do other than stream. Sad Irish lad is constantly going out to eat. I'm a little jealous. I mean, we've been getting takeout, but like we haven't been able to go out to eat in months now. And that's pretty weird because Natalie and I, we don't eat out a ton, but like we like to go do that together as part of an evening together, and we just can't. Jay, there's this game called Roblox, and on some games it has VR support. I've never heard of it. What are you talking about, Cap? What is this Roblox? Yeah, I know of Roblox. I do know that you can get into VR in some of it. One of these days, we'll play some on the channel in VR only. Yeah, I would love to see what all the hype's about. So every time I ask people what it is, they just say it's trash. So that always makes me curious. I know that because I talk with him daily. I know, Noonie, aren't you and him like good friends? Here's me waiting for him to change his profile on YouTube. Just refresh because you want to see it. I will give you a hint, Krypton. He could change it 5 minutes ago and it still won't change. When you change it, it can take up to several hours because it changes through your Google profile and then that changes through your YouTube. So your logo takes a long time. Your channel art, I think when you change it, it can change instantly, but your logo takes a long time. It's really annoying. I might be able to get the new headset mixed reality on my birthday. The G2 bear? The G2? That's $1,000. I would get the Quest still, honestly, in your situation. I think you'll appreciate the wirelessness of it more, and then you'll always be able to plug it into your PC when you need to. But if something were to happen, if your PC doesn't work with it, if it fails briefly, you can still play VR without it. That's the beauty of the Quest. Yeah, we are going into the same school at the same time. Are schools back open for you, Nunio? Or are you guys still like doing it remote? I'm going to pause. I need to figure out how to do stuff like this more. I'm going to mute my mic for just a second. Did anybody freak out when I disappeared? Please do a ESTA 30 minutes of Steam. What is that? Krypton, I don't know what you're asking for. Dude, Oculus accounts are dead. It's all Facebook now. If it fails, I'm gonna be so mad. Bear, that's why I'm saying get the Quest though, because if it did fail, you'd still have VR. Roblox is like Rec Room. It has players, make game inside it. It's mainly a desktop game, but some games support VR. I recommend Edge Works. It costs in-game currency, but it's only $5. Can I earn in-game currency in-game, or do I need to spend my actual money to do this? Yep, opening and starting on the 1st. Whew. Is anybody worried about school opening there? I know here it's a big topic of debate. The Oculus Link cable, the $80 one, is actually worth it. Are you telling me or asking me that, Ryan? I don't know if it's actually worth it. I don't have that one. I have several others that I've been tested and sent, and they all seem to work fine. So I don't know that you really need the $80 one, but maybe. Ghost. Yeah, I disappeared. Speaking of Ghost, so these jokes about the haunting and whatever. I don't know if you've probably seen some of that on the channel, but like one of the curtains moved in the PSVR video when I was talking, and it was weird because you should have been able to see if it was the cat doing it, and you couldn't. It just like moved, and someone's like, house haunted, and I was like, no. And then we've had other weird random things, like when I record, sometimes it glitches and like you'll see this false image of a person instead of me, and like just little jokes, but like they start to get in your head. And then yesterday when I was editing that Orbis video, while I'm across the room talking, my mouse moved. And it was actually really nice because my mouse had been on screen for the whole recording. Noob mistake. But all of a sudden, like 40 minutes of the recording, the mouse moves and then it just moves off the screen. Like as if someone had just pushed the mouse off, which was pretty freaky. And that could have been a cat again. It could have been the cat. But the fact that the camera didn't shake and like they didn't get in the way, it was kind of freaky. I was like waiting for it and it just moved, and you never saw the cat. The mouse moved off the screen. But I was glad. If it was a ghost, thank you for helping me get the cursor off. I just wish they would have done it 40 minutes sooner. Do an extra 30 minutes of stream. I can't. Even now I'm getting crap from Frontier because I'm still procrastinating. I know. I can't keep it going forever. I gotta cut it off here soon. We're up to 59 minutes. So I'm gonna be ending it so soon. So if you want to say any goodbyes, do it before I hit end, and then I feel bad because everyone's still saying bye. I have a feeling he didn't like them. I don't know, though. I have a little feeling. Krypton, you're always going to be your own worst critic. That's just life. So, like, you're going to look at it and think, oh, gosh, I don't feel good about it. But I'm sure they loved it. So, don't worry. Actual money for Roblox. Come on. Yep, we are very worried, but don't worry. They will definitely close after a month. That's kind of how it is here. One school district opened, and they were like, oh, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. And like so many teachers got sick so fast that they shut down, said they will not reopen again this whole school year. It was bad. Well, can you do a UK stream tomorrow? What qualifies as a UK stream? Just the timing, how early I do it? Do I have to call fries chips? I'm in my house home alone and someone said hello. Did that really happen, Ryan? Because it's very frightening. I could probably do a UK stream tomorrow, but tell me what that means as far as timing. Like, is this one? This is probably too late, I would guess, or at least it's on the verge of too late. My PC always falls on my desk. Well, Bear, it's not going to probably continue working forever if it does. Bye, Oliver. I will be going soon, too. We still have 13 people here and 20 likes, but I will be shutting this off. We have hit an hour. Cav, I'm going to head out, but Edge Works is a game in Roblox that costs 400 Robux, which is $5. If you do play Roblox, my username is TobyRocks1 if you want to do a collab. Sometime when I get in there, Cav, it probably won't be for a little bit. When I do, I'll send a message on the Discord and let everybody know that I will be doing it, and we'll all get together and do something because that would be fun. Bye, Frontier. Yes, I'm going to stop procrastinating. I only have less than 3 hours till the podcast now. This is going to be hard to get everything done in time. I asked my dad what parts are compatible with. Okay, my noodles are done. Sad Arslan, you got back just in time for me to get out of here. Krypton, I don't know if that's a joke or not, but if you really are and coming out, congrats, because I know it's a big deal for people. And if not, then that's a terrible joke. Bye, see you next stream when stream is over. My dog was next to me, so I think it could have been him, but I don't know. Your dog can say bye. That's pretty freaky. Sadar's lad, bye, buddy. Oliver Tube, Super Robots Alive. I gotta go look at your channel for this too. It's not a joke, I promise. For real, Krypton, well, congrats. If that's really something you're feeling and ready for in life, that's a big deal to realize something big about yourself and to share it with people. So that's big. Read it. I'm not gonna read that. That's not even a word. Bear, I'm gonna go. So say bye if you want to now, buddy. Thank you everybody for hanging out in this stream. I really enjoy these chat streams. I'm going to keep doing these every once in a while because these are fun to just hang out and connect with everybody. So thank you so much. I'm going to go get to work on all this crap. So I will get out of here and I will see you in another reality. I want to get to where I can hit end while I'm